Hey everybody, it's Kurt here with the InternetTimeMachine.com with a very interesting question I got this week, and it came from a member who asked, we see the Internet Time Machine, it does a lot of online trends, a lot of digital products, digital ideas. What would you do, or what franchise or brick and mortar business would you start today if you had to, with a gun to your head? What areas would you get into if you wanted to do an actual storefront? This is pretty interesting because I've had these ideas and I've kind of thought about this question for a little while. And what I'm going to do is to give you the 4 ideas that if I had to do a brick and mortar, an actual franchise or a business today, that I would put my money into. And they include an autism center for kids. They would include a teen alcohol business or counseling center for teenage alcohol abuse. That would also include a MMA gym, which I'm going to get into. I'm going to show you on the Internet Time Machine why I like these, as well as a used baby furniture and clothing store. Now, these aren't hunches or guesses or things I think would do well. What I'm going to do is show you on the Internet Time Machine software why each of these 4 things show so much promise if you're going to do an actual brick and mortar. And if you go over to the membership side, I'm going to show you where each of these different franchises would do well, where there's the most demand or most searching going on for it. So let's head over to the Internet Time Machine. I'm going to go over these 4 ideas for an actual franchise or brick and mortar for 2011, 2012, and show you the math behind it on why these would be good franchisees or real businesses to set up that have an actual storefront and people to come into. All right, let's head over there. Hey everybody, it's Kurt. We're over at the Internet Time Machine user interface, and for those of you that don't know what the Internet Time Machine is, we use a 13-step algorithm and we scan over 55 million sources every 24 hours to look for niches, trends, hot ideas that are becoming popular, which means showing more demand and conversation usage, yet don't have a lot of supply, like organic results in search engines. So we find new ideas quickly and get them out to you for all sorts of things you could do with them. But today, I'm going to talk about the 4 areas that if I had to start a brick and mortar franchise or a new business offline, what would I do right now? This is the latest update on our core trends, showing us, Glee right now. We put it on the forum or on the blog post yesterday, is really popular. Paying down credit card debt. A couple cool things is that core exercises for women over 50 is really staying up high. It's moved around a little bit in the top 20, but it's become a regular right now. Of course, with the new year, it's January when we're filming. Exercise is very popular, but actually that little niche, core exercises for women over 50, seems to be a strong demand with low supply now for a while. Again, we have another Glee episode. Glee seems to be showing up. Maybe their new season is starting. Some interesting ones I saw, I was just going to bring to your attention, was actually ties in with our video, is local MMA gyms at number 36. Again, gyms are popular in January, but to have something shoot up like find your local, and for those that don't know, MMA is mixed martial arts. It's enormously popular with men between 15 and 25 as well as women. It's kind of the new karate, depending on how old you are. I mean, it's literally quadrupling how popular karate was, and it's all sorts of mixing different martial art forms and as a workout, and also as a as sparring and boxing and stuff like that. So that's a huge one, which ties into one of the ideas. Certainly one of the number 1 ideas you could do if you had to start a brick and mortar is an MMA gym. Now these gyms, there's actually franchises out there. There's 3 or 4 companies that you can just get the franchise package from. All you need to do is get some space, throw it up, and as far as I can tell, I live outside the Boston area, they're packed. The ones that are around here, everyone I talk to says it's just an absolute, everyone's signing up for them. This is the fitness trend of the next few years for young people. So look into starting a mixed martial arts gym. You don't need to know anything about it. You can hire the instructors, etc. But this would be certainly, if I had to start a business offline, and space is cheap right now, commercial real estate, this would be one thing I'd look into. They're instant money makers because the demand is so huge. Now I also mentioned that something I would look into is, unfortunately, autism continues to have well over 50 or so results every time we update. Autism treatment, autism therapy, methods, opinion, you name it, autism. healing autism naturally. It even ranks high with SEGS scores. So doing a daycare or a school or a center for autistic kids, much like a daycare or center for regular kids, but you have the professionals on hand to deal with autistic kids, somewhere that parents could drop off someone that needed the extra attention safely. That would be certainly one of the areas I would look into at a brick and mortar. The demand is huge. People haven't figured it out, and there's always, unfortunately, lots of autism terms showing up in the Internet Time Machine because there's just not a lot of results and answers out there. Number 3 I talked about was used baby or kid stuff. This is interesting. I have 3 kids, so I know a little bit about this. The demand out there, I'd say with every update of the Internet Time Machine, there's at least something like this with a couple. Look at the SEGS scores over here. They're pretty strong. We go at least 14 deep and we're still in our 20s. That's a lot of demand. Baby car seats, baby strollers. I don't know if you know these things. A baby car seat that a child by law has to sit in up until 5 or 6 years old now, or if they go to a booster seat, they're anywhere between $200 and $400, and your child outgrows them in about a year. So there's this whole, assuming your car was in an accident, the baby seat is fine. It might have some peanut butter and jelly on it, or just wash it. But there's a huge demand for, look, my kid used a baby seat, a stroller, a pair of shoes, clothes, a bed, a crib, for a month, for 2 months. We've gotten some stuff at a store where the child wore the shoes once and outgrew them because it was like a 2-year-old and it's a brand new pair of shoes. So there's a lot of margin in that when you can go and get used stuff from families, which they just sell like yard sale prices, and you can sell it for half off. So car seats, strollers. Check your area. I'm going to show members actually how to check your area for which one of these ideas would work well where you live. But I'm going to save that for the membership video, so members will be able to figure out how to go online and test this for your area, these ideas. Autism, and our last idea, if I had to start one, was obviously, and it always comes up if we type in alcohol. Again, kind of along the lines of autism. It's not a great thing to report, but teen alcohol stories, teen alcohol. Look at the SEGS means high demand developed area, something that's very, very strong. These numbers are off the charts every time we update for teenage alcohol. There's obviously a problem out there. Internet's relatively, you can do it anonymously. Lots of people looking for teenage alcohol abuse information. A center to deal with teen alcohol problems would be a hugely demanded area if that's something you want to get into. So again, I'm going to go over to the membership side now at the internettimemachine.com, and I'm going to go over how you can go online and check your area for an autism center, teen alcohol center, MMA gym, or some sort of used baby kids stuff. So head over there now. If you're not a member, we have $5 trials to go through 70, 80 posts where we give you the inside scoop on stuff. Well worth it. And again, it's at theinternettimemachine.com. I'll see you over on the next post. Take care.